So I have a series I do that's called Buried Treasures, where I look at Switch games that people seem to have missed out on. And I want to include Mechstermination Force on that, but I feel like the game hasn't been out long enough. There's still time for people to catch it. I feel like people looked over Mechstermination Force because it came out roughly a week before Cuphead did, so Cuphead stole a lot of its thunder, but I'm here to tell you that Mechstermination Force is definitely worth a look, especially if you're into games that focus on boss battles. Mechstermination Force is a very straightforward game. There's a little bit of story, but it honestly doesn't matter at all. You spend the bulk of your time playing as a very tiny character trying to destroy giant robots, or mechs if you will. These mechs are boss battles, and they're really not simple. You have to figure out what you need to do in order to destroy them. You can't just shoot them anywhere and they'll blow up. It's a whole puzzle process that you have to figure out on the fly. All of these puzzles are going to be solved by you running around, jumping, shooting, and swinging your bat. That's going to be necessary in every single battle that you take on. Also, every boss battle will have certain elements that you have to do. Enemies are going to have red spots that you have to swing a bat at to break. Enemies are going to have shield portions that you need to shoot at to break off before you can get to those red spots. But it's the combination of all these elements and the robot designs that make the game really interesting, because it's not as straightforward as just running up to the enemy and shooting at them. You're going to have to figure out when you can approach, how you can even access areas that you need to get to in order to continue through the boss battle. There's a lot of really cool designs here and a lot of interesting ways that they twist the mechanic of get to the core, blow it up, and destroy the boss. Right from the get-go, you fight some bosses that are fairly intricate, and they're pretty big, but as you progress through the game, you start to see just how involved boss battles get and how huge some of the bosses are, and the game does a fantastic job of making you feel absolutely puny compared to these giant robots. I mean, that's what the game's all about, fighting absolutely massive robots and thinking you're not going to be able to take them out, and it's really fun and satisfying to figure out the puzzle on the fly and then land that final blow and see the whole thing blow up. It's just a really good feeling that you never get tired of. My only real complaints are that the game's short and the sound effects lack punch, but otherwise I had a great time with Mechstermination Force. There's even a local co-op mode if you're having trouble getting past particular mechs. If you enjoy the boss rush genre, this is one well worth checking out.